Welcome to a new video, everybody. Today we're going to be finally installing a light kit in the Stinger, but Govee was nice enough to go ahead and send us two kits. The regular RGB strips and then the RGB IC Dreamcolor strips. So let's go ahead and take a look at each kit, what comes inside them, what you can do with them, and then we'll go ahead and get, I think, the Dreamcolor one installed in the Stinger. That's the same one that I had in the Optima, and I also had Govee's Underglow on the Optima as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. Alright, so here's what you get inside each kit. They're both your pretty typical kit. We've got the lights that plug into the 12-volt socket in the car. They've got a remote wired into them so you can turn the lights on or off, change the colors and the brightness. Now, the Dreamcolor lights over here on the left are a bit longer. They've got some more LEDs in them than the RGB strips. They both do attach with some 3M double-sided adhesive, and they've got spots where you can attach them with screws that come with each one in case you need that, and then zip ties. You can also attach with those or use them for the cable management. Now, the remotes are a little bit different here. The Dreamcolor one is a little sleeker. Of course, it doesn't really tell you what the remote does like the RGB one, but the reason I got these strips is not for the remotes, it's so that I could control them from my phone. So the Dreamcolor one, as you can see down here, has quite a few more features. You can actually on the phone set your own little DIY patterns and modes for the lights, and with the Dreamcolor you can actually control specific LED diodes inside of each strip. With the RGB, you're basically just setting it to one color or a pattern and letting it go. But with the Dreamcolors, you can get real customizable. And before we install anything, we want to make sure that they work. So I plugged them into the 12-volt socket in the back, turned on the little power button on the adapter, and there we go. We can turn on the lights with the remote, cycle through some colors, cycle through some patterns, and it looks like they are working. So let's go ahead and get these installed. To install the lights, we're going to take the two that are at the very far end over here away from the remote and put them up in the footwell for the passenger and the driver. The cable is going to go through here and into this little channel. We'll move this rubber piece with a detailing tool and then run the line back here behind our seat. And then the two strips that are closest to the remote are going to go on the backs of our seats at the bottom of this hard plastic. Everything else back here is that kind of carpet material, so we can't really attach it up under here to these seats. And I'm going to be using the 12-volt socket that's in the back of my center console. Of course, some people probably don't have that, so you'll use the one in the front. You just kind of have to figure out where your power options are in the car and then wire it accordingly. To prep the area where we're going to attach the strips, we're just going to take some rubbing alcohol and a microfiber cloth and clean the area up so that the double-sided adhesive can stick really well. Alrighty, we've got everything installed. We got all of our cables ran. I was able to actually pick up this end of the plastic and put the cable underneath. Now you want to make sure that you leave yourself a little bit of wiggle room because your seats are going to be moving forward and backwards. You don't want to have it so tight that you accidentally rip the cable out of one of the LED strips. And then back here for the control, I went ahead and tucked all of the wiring up under the center console and then attached the little controller right there. I don't anticipate having to use it, but just in case I'm not able to control the lights with the remote or my phone, at least I'll have another option. Alrighty, we'll come back to the car once it's gotten dark outside and see what these things look like. The app that we'll be using to control these lights is Govee Home. We'll open that up and you'll actually add the lights up there with the plus sign. Type in the model number that's on the back of the box you got them in, do a few firmware updates, and then you should be able to turn everything on. And once you've got everything updated and turned on, you can go into these settings and actually view all of the customizable options. There's where you can choose the different lights on the actual strip that I was talking about earlier. You can set each specific one. They've got some preloaded scenes that you can do, some different flashing ones, of course music, and then you can set your own DIY scenes as well, or just have them all as one specific color. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out the video. If you have any questions about the install or the lights, let me know in the comments. I'll be leaving links for both kits in the description down below so that you can pick and choose what's best for you in your car. Again, thanks to Govee for sending these out. Even if they hadn't reached out to me and wanted a review video, I would have put these in my car. Like I said, I had 2 sets of these in my Optima. Govee's just got some really good products. So again, thanks to them for sending these out so that we could do another video on them. And again, thank you all so much for stopping by and checking out the video. I hope to see you in my next one.